Haven't done a video in a long time, like a real one. How's it going, guys? It's your boy Mike from Seattle, the king of Gary, and I'm here to share with you today my biggest L that I've ever taken. That's right, a property I've owned for 2 years, and I've never seen a profit on it. 2 years this thing has been sitting here rotting with no tenants. I'm down $160,000 into this thing between the purchase price, the labor cost, and the materials that are just sitting in there locked up, luckily not stolen. Angelo, do a quick spin for me so people can see what garbage this looks like. Look at this yard that's overgrown. These plants are as tall as Angelo. Look here, put me in. Don't die. These plants are as freaking tall as me. Now, why is this property so garbage? What happened? Well, I bought this thing with the intent to remodel it immediately, and I put $80,000 with labor and materials, and we just kept finding one problem after the next. There was a problem in the basement. It started flooding in the basement. The floor was squishy. We had to rip it out. We had to put all new joists, all new flooring, fix the flooding issues. The electrician kept screwing me over and not showing up, not getting the work done. Oh, he was sick. Oh, he was this, he was that. We still never got that resolved. I have halfway done with this project. There's some flooring in, which I don't know why they put the flooring in first. There's cabinets and sinks and shit just sitting in there that hasn't been installed yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the biggest L I've taken in my real estate career, which is 2 years worth of payments, all of the labor and materials I put into it. Nothing's been finished yet, and I've never collected 1 red cent worth of rent. Let's go. Well, what you're looking at is unit number 1. Again, we've got some flooring put in. I don't know why they put the flooring in before they did everything else, but that's what happened. I've got a bunch of cabinets, sinks, countertops, sitting here ready to be installed, not installed. Turn around, let's look at the bathroom. The bathroom, that again has freaking flooring in it, but we need to finish it out. I bought all brand new windows for this place. This is the only one that's not installed. Everywhere else it's been installed, but we're just sitting in this pile of garbage, and I don't have the time to come up and do the work myself, so I have to rely on other people. Come on, let's go take a look through here. That's my favorite room right here. Absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. Buckets of paint just sitting on the ground over here waiting to be used. All these buckets of paint. The rest of my tubs around right there. Let's go take a look upstairs. Now, of the 3 units in this triplex, the upstairs unit is the closest one to being done. I would love to get it finished and put a tenant up there so at least I have somebody living in the building, because theft on construction projects is a major problem. Angela, why don't you just tell them, like, how many units you've had broken into?
I mean, we've had 3 projects, I think, broken into like 4 or 5 times each. I mean, you know, it's a painful learning experience, but security is a must here. It's definitely something where people aren't afraid to try and make their money. It's all survival thought, and if you got something loose, they're going to take it. So security is a must. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very frustrating reality. The fact that even with boarding up properties, sometimes the tweakers they'll bust in. So, you know, Angelo and I recommend floodlights. Angelo and I recommend installing some sort of camera so that hopefully he can get a notification if somebody's there, he can call the cops. Obviously, they're going to board stuff up so that it delays the speed that people can get into a property. So hopefully you get out there before they've made it in and started hauling crap away. I'm very fortunate this property's never been broken into. It was, you know, all locked up, decent, and I don't think people knew there was stuff in it. But yeah, I mean, I've had several $1,000s worth of flooring and other materials just sitting in here. So, anyways, this is the unit that's closest to being done. If you actually come in here, most of the sheetrock's up. We walk into the bathroom. Bathroom is what needs the most work. The rest of that tub surrounds downstairs. We're gonna get the sink in, the toilet in, which again, we have brand new sink, brand new toilet. They're just downstairs waiting. The flooring's all in. This, literally, we need to trim. We need to paint all brand new windows, because I like to do things right. Brand new windows sitting there, ready to be installed. Step into the kitchen. We just need to throw our cabinets up, sink up, put a few shelves in, and then again in here, brand spanking new windows. I do want to knock these radiators out and put cadet wall heaters in because I like them so much better. But yeah, that's the plan. So this is the unit that's the closest. And even this thing, what? 60% of the way there. We got to put 40% of the finishing touches on. What do you think this is? Like 700 square feet, maybe?
Yeah, 651. Yep, that's what we measured.
Oh, you measured that? 651. Yeah. So my My goal will be to get probably $750 a month for this from a private tenant, non-Section 8. There's only one entrance in and out of the unit, so you can't do Section 8. For a Section 8 rental property, by code, they have to have 2 entrance and exits for fire reasons, obviously. So this would have to be a private, non-Section 8 tenant, which I'm fine with. Angelo actually has some great success with non-Section 8 tenants. Some of my other property managers really struggle at finding good private tenants. Angelo, here, why don't you tell us again, what do you do that helps people find good non-Section 8 tenants that actually pay?
Well, I think the biggest factor, especially as a property manager, is that you need to have people in pursuit. I think too many of the property managers set systems up so that the leads come to them, and then they just kind of pick and choose from there. If you're wanting, I mean, it's just like deals. If you're wanting to be able to get someone that's good, you got to go and find them. And with us, we have a team. We have a team of VAs that are constantly calling, making sure that they can find tenants, and we're seeking them out. I mean, we're getting rents on properties that, it's top of market and numbers that are crazy. Like, what was it? I think I told you, like, 3 of our 4 bedrooms are at $1,700 a month or above. We got $1,700, $1,750, $1,850. We got a 5 bedroom that's at $2,111. We got, the numbers are crazy. Even for the 2 and 3 bedrooms, getting $1,200 and $1,450, stuff like that.
Yeah, 15, 16, 1800, 2111 in Gary is insane.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is they actually pay.
Yeah,
they actually pay.
Consistent if you got guys that have pursuit, and that's the biggest problem is that it's systems that come. It's easier for the property manager, but it's not in the investor's best interest.
What's good to note about that is that he said VAs, that's virtual assistants. He's got a team of virtual assistants that he's constantly got calling and following up, tracking down rent, placing units. That's how he's able to get his units rented quicker than a lot of the more old school managers around here who don't do that. His VAs work around the clock. They take calls much later, much earlier in the day, so it's super helpful. Let's go look at the basement unit now. And again, bathroom vanities, a couple of toilets, sinks, several hundred square feet worth of flooring that I hope is what matches the rest of the stuff upstairs, so we have it. But this is possible. This does look like it's a darker brown, so this might have just been bought for down here, so hopefully there's enough of this for down here. Anyways, come on in. Now, I actually thought this was going to be the worst one. And when I got here, I was pleasantly surprised. Last that I had remembered, we'd had the major flooding. We had to rip all the flooring because it was squishy. All of the joists that go across for the actual subflooring to sit on was rotted and molded after years and years and years of repeated flooding. And so all the joists were replaced. The subflooring is down and it's not a huge mess in here, which is nice. We just need to get walls, flooring, and that type of stuff. Except when you come in here, you can see like these 2x4s, they're just not even sitting on anything. They're like, and it's like that for the whole wall. So we gotta, the wall is flexing. That's not good. So we gotta get that strengthened up. We gotta get the cabinets and sink and stuff in for here. My water heater, I don't know if that did get stolen, but the water heater that wasn't here, you won't be able to see it, it's too dark. It's gone. Bathroom, weird freaking doors right here. This is how I make sure overweight people like this aren't allowed in my rentals. They won't fit. But yeah, we got to get the bathroom. We got to get all this stuff. So again, new windows. We're halfway through this thing. But let me explain again the numbers of exactly why we lost so much money on this. So what ended up happening was I got a bid for the construction, the remodel of this for $30,000 before I purchased. Then after I closed the deal, I bring the contractor back out and he goes, "Oh, we can't do this for 30. We're going to have to do it for 80." And I did not like the way that went down because I felt like that was extremely dishonest. So I said, "No, I'm not giving you this job for 80. And I had another contractor who said, "No, I think I could still probably do it for the 30 to 40 range." I was like, "Perfect. Get in there and start doing work." Now this guy is a good solo job guy. If you need a room painted or even just a unit painted, or if you need just flooring put down, what sucked with him is that if you need a bunch of stuff, he does not have the organizational skills to manage everything. And that's how he got all messed up when he was like, "Okay, I'm going to put all the flooring in. Oh, now we got to fix the walls." Well, then the walls are falling apart on the brand new flooring. Like, he's doing things out of order. He couldn't manage the people necessary to do a job this big. And so he kept getting halfway through something before he would then find another problem, or he would have another brilliant idea of what we should do. And so he was spending all this time and all this money, and what should have taken 3 or 4 months became like the first 10, 11 months. And in the process, I'd also, while that's going on, I'd also bought multiple other properties. I bought a couple other duplexes, a fourplex, a fiveplex, all these other properties I bought since 2023. And some of them needed work. And I would have them go over there and say, hey, yeah, I think it needs about this much. Oh, maybe it needs about this much work. And some of them needed way less work than this one. So I was like, look, let's just pause the triplex and go finish a duplex, then finish another duplex, then finish a couple of single family houses that had turned as renters had moved out. And so this just sat and sat and sat. All the while, I'm still putting in my $600 a month payment, my property taxes, my utilities, all getting paid on this thing month after month after month. But I'm sitting there saying to myself as the investor, I've got 11 empty units. I want to fill them up with renters. The faster I get money coming in, the less pain it is for me. So I'm going to prioritize the units that need the least amount of work and get those remodeled. One of the bottlenecks in Gary is having a good contractor team or having contractors you can trust. So the mistake I made, buying too many projects at once and having only 1 or 2 people who could kind of move between them, because I've got all these properties and I can't get them done any faster. And then at the end of the day, when it came to me being like, well, do I want to send him back over here to finish this? The answer is just no. He's just too slow. He's a nice guy. I like him. I would still use him to maybe just paint a room or put just flooring in. But a big project like this, it's too much for him to do. He'll just get in over his head. So I've just got this sitting here. Angelo and I are going to figure out how to get this thing finished with a different contract team that Angelo has that's done a bunch of work on his properties. But where I would say you got to be careful. And luckily for me, it didn't, as much as I hate losing the money I'm spending each month and not getting rented, I've got 10, 15 other rental units that are all paying me every month. So I'm not losing money collectively over my portfolio. But certainly this one property, I'm gonna have to go look through the yard for my ass because I lost it. And if this was your first property and you went through all of this, you would walk away from investing pissed off, upset, uninterested, not happy, thinking I'm a liar or other investors are a liar. This whole thing's a scam and you never want to invest in real estate again. This is again why I recommend to people don't get into big projects like this on your first property. Your first property should be as close to turnkey or literally a lipstick flip as you can get because you don't have the skills necessary. Even me with the skills that I had in 2023 when I started this is not as skillful as I am in late 2025. And I know more now about the personnel that I work with, about the order in which I buy projects, or the fact that I just shouldn't buy so many when I have only a limited number of workers who can get things done. So I don't want that to be you. So my advice to you is, again, buy things that are closer to turnkey, that are not massive projects. And if you are going to buy a bigger project, then you need to know you have a rock solid team. I should have gone with the first guy who quoted me $80K. And I've used him again since. I've used him before, and I've used him since. What made me upset was that he said $30,000. We came back in post-purchase, and he went, "No, it's now $80,000." I'm already $80,000 into this thing. If I just given him the $80K, he has never let me down. He has always finished everything and very timely. I've done full gut remodels with him, and he's gotten it done. If I had just given him the $80K, which I had because I spent it, it would have been done. But I felt that the way that he conducted business, when he changed that bid on me, didn't feel right. And so that's why I decided to take a chance on someone else, and I just shouldn't have. But hindsight's 2020. It is what it is. Guys, I appreciate you as always for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for taking this L with me, even though it was supposed to be. We'll see you guys next time.